This is a simple project called Random Phrase, but there's a couple of new things that we're going to add in. So before we start, I've started up App Inventor, I started up AI Starter, then I started up the emulator as you see on the screen. And I'm going to need a button, and when I click on the button, I want it to say one of a number of random phrases. So I've dragged it onto the background, click for random phrase, and it appears on the button up there. I'm also going to need the text-to-speech component. We drag it onto the background, and it appears. I'll give this a decent name. Random phrase, that will do. And now we'll do the logic, the blocks for this. So first new thing is when the screen appears, I want it to set up the phrases that we could possibly pick. So under screen, we have when the screen initializes, so when the program first starts. What I'm going to do is create a list with two things in it. So I'm going to make a list with some text. Okay, and now we need a name for this list. So we'll go on to variables. I'm going to call it my list. And then when the button's pressed, in the list we can pick a random item in the list to say. So I need text-to-speech, call text-to-speech, message, and in my list, which is in variables, see how this works.
Hi, how are you? My name is Random Phrase.
So at first it said how high are you, then it said my name is Random Phrase. I click again.
Hi, how are you?
It said hi, how are you?
My name is Random Phrase.
My name is Random Phrase. Is it just doing the first and the second one? I'll have to experiment a bit further.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
My name is Random Phrase. My name is Random Phrase.
So there I got two my name is Random Phrase in a row. I'm reasonably convinced this is happening randomly. So what have we done? We've created a random list. We've created a list with two things in it, and we have a variable called myList, which we then call and get text-to-speech to say it. So the extensions for this are to add more phrases in here. So you'd have to make a list with more things in, but I've only got two blocks there. Perhaps there's something in text to help me to have more than one list, more than one item, or maybe it's in list. Add items to list. That looks like it might be possible. So you should be able to add more items in. You should be able to do something with this interface. Make this in the middle. Perhaps use a layout to maybe make a horizontal arrangement or a vertical arrangement and put some instructions just above the phrase, just above the phrase button, or put this in the middle, or have a second button where you're having different phrases, perhaps like a soundboard. There's many things you can do here, so I'd like you to experiment and see what you can do next.